Welcome to the Voice of Vicious podcast. Welcome to the Voice of Vicious. I am your host, Vanny Vicious. Guys, I'm sweating. Look at me on a microphone, bro. What the fuck?
Hey, bro, I don't do
On
that.
stream? On stream?
Real talk. This is my first live ever on YouTube. I don't do it. That's serious.
Damn.
I feel like I've grown a lot, you know?
Oh, I'm happy I can be here for your first one. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I'll walk you through it. We're together. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, like, I wanted to talk to you because it was like, it's been 3 months of us kind of podcasting. Because we started our podcast around the same time.
Yeah.
And if you would have told me 3 months later that I actually enjoy this shit, I would have been like, it's cool. Like, I used to have reservations because I'm a filmmaker and former rapper, and I kind of like being behind the shadows and not saying anything, but I think it's cool. I mean, what's your experience been like?
I didn't expect it to be like so much work. And I have help. Like I have help. I have an editor who edits the videos for YouTube and the reels for Instagram and TikTok and stuff. If I didn't have him, I would be losing my fucking mind because I edit the audio for Spotify and Apple Podcasts. But yeah, it's a fucking lot. And obviously I do my own posting and shit, but I didn't realize like how much went into it aside from like having to learn, first of all, how to use a fucking mixer, how to record sound. Like I've never done that. So, but I mean, you could learn it in a day, you know, if you really pay attention, but it's fucking crazy. It was like a lot of shit I didn't expect. I was just like, oh, I'm just going to record myself. I'm used to this. I talk to Instagram all day. It's different.
What's been the biggest challenge for you?
Honestly, just that, just like the anxiety of everything being new and like, oh, what if I fuck up? What if this shit's not recording? Like, what if there's like a glitch and I don't know how to fix it in the middle of an episode or whatever? But that's pretty much it. I haven't really had a hard time like getting guests to come on. I'm already posting on social media all the time, so it's not like that, you know, it added some work to my load, but it's not like it's something I've never done. But yeah, I think it was just like learning everything kind of. Also, like one of the challenges is that I have so many ideas for the podcast, but like my studio is so small. So I'm like, I can't do that. I would have to get another table, and then even that, it won't fit, this and that. Like, so now I'm kind of limited to like me and 2 other people at the most. But eventually I would like to have a space where it's like I could have a panel of fucking people talking about whatever. But yeah,
well, I mean, like you mentioned you had help. I mean, like I think the thing for me that I've always struggled with is I don't read comments. I can't deal with it. Like, and I remember one time you texted me that somebody commented on a video that we had made together, and it really upset you. And I was like, don't read the comments. I don't even do that on my own music videos that I direct. So I'm still not there yet. That's why this whole experience of like going live is weird. Like watching comments fly because I'm really anti-comment.
yeah.
But how do you handle that? Do you read your own comments? Because I'm sure you get a lot more comments than I do. But do you read them?
Yeah. It doesn't upset me. I think it's like funny, and I mostly think it's funny because never in my face has this happened. You know, like never. I've been on the internet for whatever fucking 20 years and shit. Never in my life has anyone ever come up to me to be like, you're ugly, you're fat, I hate your voice, you're a hoe. Like none of that happens. So when it happens on the internet, I'm like, you're hilarious because I know
you get that. But you get that on the on your comments. Like
on
they're
the
always
podcast?
negative.
No. They used to be really like when I first started. Yeah, it was really bad, but now I think just people are desensitized to everything on the internet. So I don't think people comment so much. You know, like hate especially or whatever.
And what's been the model for you? I mean, you're everywhere, right? You're on Apple Music, you're on Spotify, you are on YouTube, you are on Twitch. You're hitting all the platforms at once versus like what I'm doing. I just want to hit YouTube for a minute and build the audience there and make it almost like a YouTube interview show.
Yeah.
Only reason why is I'm just trying to streamline my viewership to one platform. So I picked the platform that actually pays you the best for right now. It's a fucking grind though. You know, it's hard. You know, have you been able to monetize it all or no?
No, not yet. I did become a Twitch partner recently, so there are ads running on Twitch lives, but no, it hasn't brought anything in. Same as YouTube. When I first started the podcast, I was gonna use my own platforms, like my own YouTube channel and whatever. But I started everything, for it to have its own thing. So it has its own YouTube channel, Rumble, Spotify, Apple, and then Twitch. I do it from like the Vanny Vicious page. But I did think about doing it the way you're doing it, like to just have it all going to one place. Look at you playing around. Having
Yeah,
it just
sorry.
all go to one place, because I thought the same thing, like maybe everyone will just go there and whatever. But I don't know, I kind of feel like it should just be everywhere. Like maybe not everybody uses YouTube. Maybe not everyone's gonna watch and they prefer to listen. So, the whole Apple podcast setup was a bit of a mission too. I remember that. That was like process.
Well, everybody has YouTube though. I think like YouTube is the quickest line. I mean, it's the biggest social media platform in the world. It's got like 2.8 billion people on Earth, and it's still growing because there's like 8 billion people on Earth. So it's just hard to stick with it. I mean, what's been the consistency of it all has been those stuff that I've challenged with. Sometimes I'll stack episodes. I'll do like 3 or 4 in a week, so
Me
I don't
too,
have to
yeah.
worry about it. So I don't have to worry about it for a month.
Mhm.
You said you have help. I don't. I do everything myself in house. I mean, luckily I'm a video editor, and I try not to overthink it. I know if I overthink, people already told me, "Oh, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this," and I know if I start overthinking things, I'm going to not do this. Like I'm
Yeah.
trying to make it as simple as possible.
Plus, you're having like organic conversations with people. So, like in reality, how much are you gonna edit? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah,
you can't chop every time the person says It's just
yeah.
gonna it's a waste of fucking time.
So what's the plan? Like, what's your goal for your podcast? For those who don't know.
When I started the podcast, my goal was to give everyone else a platform that they can say whatever the fuck they want, because I know that it's not going to get monetized for a while. It probably never will with the language that I use on it, to be honest. So I would hope for eventually, to get sponsors and stuff like that. But really, I want it to be like a platform of free speech where people, singers or whoever, doctors that are very correct on their own platforms because they don't want to get flagged or deleted or in trouble. I want to give them a place to talk about whatever they want and use their natural language and say, whatever the fuck they want, because it sucks to get censored on your own platforms and then you get, shadow banned and whatever, and you can't post shit. So
Do you think
fuck
that's
that.
true? You think shadow banning is real?
100%. Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
explain shadow banning. See, this is a whole. Now we're in a world where I have no idea what the fuck's going on with it. And I'm the
So
boomer in the room. Holla at me, let me know.
so shadow banning is the term gets thrown around a lot, almost how everyone likes to call people narcissists, right? It's like the trending term now, like whatever. So being shadow banned is basically if you post something that goes against the guidelines of Instagram or whatever, they'll put a flag on your account and you can literally see it in your account settings. It'll
Mm,
show you this cannot be recommended. You'll have a little yellow flag thing there. If you click it, it'll show you the exact post that they flagged. Once you get flagged, like on your page, you're forever a target. So anything else will get flagged immediately, because I think it's done by like AI. It's not like a person that works at Instagram, like this shouldn't be here, flag it. It's like a generated thing. I've had pictures of my face, just my face, flagged for nudity, because my page has been flagged so many times that like I'll post something and the flag just goes there. And once you have those flags on your page, you will see on the professional dashboard your viewer reach goes way down, your story views are way down. You post something and it has like way less views than a couple months ago before you had the flag or whatever. So yeah, that shit is real as fuck. And after a certain amount of flags and you appealing shit or getting in trouble or whatever the fuck, and appealing never works for me. I always appeal things and it's like, no, we're still going to keep it down. So after a certain amount of time, they'll just delete your fucking page.
yeah, but okay, hold on, because there's nothing really. Well, obviously, it's not a person. Let's start first on what you said earlier. It's
Right.
obviously not a person sitting on their iPhone going, fuck this girl. No way. We're not going to do this. No, she's out.
There she
'Cause
goes
the-
again.
Yeah, that would be a lot of people that Instagram would have to hire to make that happen. Because, I mean,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But what you do on your page isn't so dissimilar than a Kardashian has done on her page. And, you know, I mean, yeah, sure, you're in lingerie, you're risque modeling, but it's not like you're sitting there like bust. I've seen way worse than your
Way
page.
worse.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen literally.
Look at like Cardi B's page. She has like pasties on. If I posted that, my page would get deleted. I think it has to do with like, I don't know, maybe her team puts so much money into fucking social media that she gets a pass. I don't fucking know what the rules are, but yeah, it's fucked. That's why the way around it is I made 2 extra Instagram pages. I post from there and I add myself as a collaborator. So the post will show on my page, but I never post anything on my main page. I post it from backup pages and add myself as a collaborator.
So basically, the backup page would get canceled, and you'd start a new backup page. And has the backup page got canceled yet?
Yeah, a couple times.
Really?
Yeah, my fitness page got fucking deleted. I didn't have it for like 6 months. They were like nudity because I was wearing like leggings. I was like, okay, literally a gym video, and then I didn't even like. I appealed it. They said fuck you, and I just forgot about it. And like 6 months later, I got an email. We made a mistake. Here's your page back. I'm like, yo, I didn't have this page for 6 months.
It's funny because social media like prides itself on being the platform of freedom of speech and freedom of expression and it's like super censored, you know, and you got to be really careful. Yeah, no. Yeah,
on TikTok, you can't even like I understand TikTok is like a younger kind of platform or whatever, but even people that like do true crime podcasts, for instance, like you can't say the word murderer, you can't say killed, you can't say suicide. They use words like she unalived herself, he unalived her. You can't say death row, they say DR. Like you're not even speaking English trying to get around like
do I have to bleep everything you just said right now for YouTube?
Probably.
Damn it. I gotta pull this down.
No, I don't know. I don't know. But see, like even in the context in which I'm talking about it, like you still can't say it. So it doesn't make sense. Like you allow, I don't know about YouTube, but it's like you allow true crime podcasts and you allow people to talk about, you know, what happened in a murder trial or something, but you can't use the words.
Like, so what such a
you got to make up words. Yeah, you have to make up words. Like
so that's why
he went into her.
That's why my old ass thought there was like some new slang. Like I thought unalive was some new slang shit the kids were saying.
No.
Like, oh, no.
No, they're saying it because you can't say the other word. Like if you're saying a story, can't say killer, murderer, whatever. The guy went into her house with a knife, because you can't say knife. And then put it in.
This podcast is done, bro. Like you've said every word we can't say in like 5 seconds. This is a wrap for us, bro.
We should have streamed from mine and had you as a guest.
Thanks. Do it next time.
Should be fine. It's a new channel, right? You're fine.
Yeah, I think so. I'd be all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
So what are you gonna do now?
Not after you yet.
Are you have a team? Like how does that operate? Do you pay them or?
Yeah, I don't have a team. I have one person. He's my editor. His name is Josue. He lives in Ecuador. Yeah,
you're outsourcing your media.
Yeah. I pay him monthly, and he edits all my videos. But he does my videos for my YouTube channel too. Mm-hmm. So if I have a shoot and I have behind the scenes shit, I send it to him. I'm like, I need, like I'll send him 10 fucking clips, and I'm like, I need 3 YouTube videos out of this. Every time I do a podcast episode, I send him everything, and he does the video editing and then the reels for me. Well, we use that program that I told you for the reels, but he does that for me too.
You don't think it would be smarter to, and I'm just wondering, but have your YouTube combined, because your YouTube had so many followers. I thought it would be a faster path to success for you to get monetized. Yeah, your other YouTube, I'm assuming, is monetized by now, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't make shit. Yeah,
Well,
but I don't know. Like
take your veil off. What does it make? Like, what does a post make? Like,
nothing. I don't get views like that.
oh, okay.
No, yeah, like I don't make shit for my YouTube channel. I do it because it's like I'm already doing a photo shoot, so I'll record content for YouTube. But that shit doesn't make shit.
You don't have lingerie brands that want to pay you to like advertise your lingerie on your YouTube or anything like that? Do you put your booking contact information on your YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
You don't recommend putting, because I'm on the fence about putting my email there, or should I just make a new email and just do a fake one?
I mean, I have my email there. It is what it is. Like I've had the same email since I started fucking modeling. So I get contacted by brands and shit, but it's like, like, oh, we wanna send you this, and then every person that buys with your code, you'll get a 15% commission. I'm like, I don't want a commission. I want you to just pay me a fucking flat rate. I'll shoot all your shit. But that's not the way like really they do shit anymore. Or they'll offer to just like send you a bunch of free shit. And I'm like, I don't care to have a bunch of free lingerie that's sold on Amazon. Like if you're sending me shit that's like, if you're sending me stuff that's like $300 a fucking outfit or whatever is worth it. But like you're talking about like we have an Amazon store, we want to give you $100 gift card, pick whatever you want. I'm like, I'm good. And I gotta make a video about it. I'm good, like I don't know. The whole thing with like cross promoting has become so fucking weird too.
Why?
Like, well, because I think that everybody's doing it for free. So it's like, why pay influencers if they're doing it for free? Especially influencers like me, where I'm not like huge, but I'm not small. Like I feel like if I was at a level where I had like millions of YouTube subscribers, it would be different. They would be willing to pay, but I'm not small enough to like not pay. So it's like, let's just give her some stuff and offer her a commission. But at the same time, like my following is predominantly male. So who the fuck is gonna buy lingerie? Like whatever. So that lately I have been getting like some offers more for my fitness page, which is different. Like, we'll send you these dumbbells. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Do you
But
take
it's
them?
weird.
I take the dumbbells.
I
I want
mean,
dumbbells.
I have like an agent that I've been working with lately, and I just forward him everything because I just don't want to deal with it. Because then you give somebody your rates, and they're like, "That's a fucking, what about this?" I'm like, bro, like they want you to do a whole ass video for $150. Like, my makeup artist cost me $150.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You want me to do all this and wear specific things that I probably have to buy because I probably don't have it, and you want me to record a fucking video, 10 minutes, send it to you, edited, whatever, for $150? Like, I can't even, that's like what I pay Ale, like what the fuck are you talking about? But it's
You pay
weird.
Ade, you pay Ade. Your makeup artist is my makeup artist, but for videos, and I pay her a lot more money than you do. So I'm gonna have a conversation with her after this to figure out how I can get your rate, because I think I'm fucked right now.
Well, she's on set with you.
Yeah, 12 hours, 14 hours.
Yeah,
She doesn't leave.
she does. Yeah, she does my shit and buy like, and she's been doing my makeup forever. She could do it in like 30 minutes.
And I also pay her to do about 10 to 15 people a day, in 2 seconds flat.
Very different, Mike. Very different.
All right. So what do you got for me? You got any questions for me about my experience in the podcasting space, or how it's been for me? Because
have you had like, I know, have you had like weird experiences, like people you didn't think were like dickheads and they turned out to be like not so cool? Or has everyone you've had on been like somebody you know?
I've known every single person personally so far, no matter how big, except for Phil Penman, who shot the World Trade Center when it was collapsing. I didn't know him, but I was a huge fan of his work, and he ended up being super cool. Everybody else I've been blessed to kind of just grab and know, and they made some time for me to come on and tell me about a story. I've had weird instances with like interviewing Tizzy, the social media influencer, and then that was the one that I realized how wild the internet is, because this guy has gotten a lot of people canceled, and I got a lot of emails.
I don't even know who that is.
He was my first interview ever. I'll send you Tizzy, and great guy. He's awesome.
What does he do though? Like just like an influencer, like, or
he doesn't like the term influencer. He's almost like a social activist, and he just kind of like, who is this person? And he'll see something going wrong, and he'll fight for the justice of the little guy that doesn't make the news. And he'll put up a story of, racism, but a lot of people have felt the wrath of him online. And a lot of people, you know, when you get a lot of people lose their jobs or get fired or exposed online, they tend to not like it. So I got attacked a little bit for that interview because
Yeah, I was
people
gonna
want
ask
to,
you like if you got like backlash for like having him.
well, people just kept coming at me, like telling me stuff about him personally that first off I know is not true because I actually know the guy. But they were just trying to defame him to me. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like that was like interview one, you know,
Yeah.
or like Hugo Diaz came on and he talked about losing $5 million in Pitbull's album deal, his first album deal, because he
I
produced.
saw that you had posted something on your story, like you had to like clarify something. I didn't like get too into like too deep in it, but what
Yeah,
did he say?
he basically said that on Pitbull's first album that he produced pretty much wall to wall, he was owed $5 million and he only got paid $14,000. But the label dicked him, you know. People immediately, the internet was like, oh my God, Pitbull owes Hugo $5 million. And that's not the case. You know, Pitbull and him are still super cool. Trust me, if he was owed $5 million, Pitbull's probably owed $5 million too. You know, like nobody got paid on that album. That was the point. The internet ran with it, flipped out. Like Hugo was getting calls, I was getting calls. Pitt's manager called me, like, yo, what's up with this interview? I'm like, yo, guys, like everybody calm down. So I was like, all right, let me just sum this up real quick, make another clarification that it wasn't Pitbull who owed this guy the money. It was TVT Records that owed him the money. And I had to clarify that. So I'm slowly starting to figure out the dynamics of the internet and questioning. Well, one, I don't fucking care. You know, like honestly, like people love to be Twitter finger crazy and gangsters online, and that's all good. You know, like same guys who hate me online will not hate me to my face and shake my hands. So I don't read the comments. You know, I just want to keep my shit like clean and cool. But I get there's a little bit of controversy and everything because this comes with the territory. Somebody's going to say something, it's going to get taken out of context. So
well, that's the thing too. Like with having a podcast that I mean, everything I've always said has been taken out of context. So I guess I'm used to it. But now that I have a podcast, I feel like some sort of responsibility to my guests to make sure that everything we're saying is as clear as possible so that nothing gets misconstrued and so that people that are on my show don't get hated on, because I'm used to that shit. And like, yeah, I've had girls on that do OnlyFans and Instagram and whatever, but I've also had doctors on. You know, like I've had people who don't speak like that on social media. Like, so I don't know. I feel like I have to kind of guide people to like really answer questions fully so that there's no room for misinterpretation there, because people go nuts. Like even the clip that you and I had that we were talking about the weed thing, like the doctor telling me about that weed stupid diagnosis. Remember when we talked about it, I was saying, yeah, it's stupid. It doesn't make any sense, like whatever. But the real was like, I got diagnosed with this. And that video of ours got like 200,000 views on TikTok. And all the comments are just like bashing, like, that's not even a fucking real disease. And I'm like, I know. That's what I was saying. That's exactly what I was saying. But when it's clipped into a fucking 40-second video, like it's so easy for people to just start attacking people. Like you should reiterate, or like what, like they don't even say like where's the rest of the story. They're just like, you're a fucking idiot because that's not even real. And why do you listen to doctors? Like, bro, that is not at all the conversation that you and I were having that day.
At all, bro. I mean, that's the thing. Everybody's getting their source of information in 1 minute clips, right? So no, bro, the amount of people that have seen my reels or your reels versus the amount of people that actually watched an episode, like a full-blown episode, is really different. You know, and I don't blame them. There's a lot of content out there. It takes an hour out of my day is a long time. I could be doing a lot. Bro, the presidential election right now was just decided on 1 minute reels. It was not decided on actual news, media, facts, nothing. Whatever you can clip up, people made their choice off that, and they kept it moving. You know, so that's the society we live in. With that said, like the Hugo Diaz thing, and I told Hugo straight to his face and Pitt's manager straight to his face, I thought it was good clickbait. So I used it, you know, like it is what it is.
I posted a fucking reel yesterday on my story where I was talking about how I like to clip reels to piss people off. I enjoy it. I think it's hilarious when you get 30 seconds of a 20-minute conversation and you go crazy over that shit.
Yeah,
like, comments away. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, whatever. We're all fighting for engagement, right? That's kind of what it is. And I mean, I'm not fighting for it, but like you need the engagement to make this shit worth anything. I don't think my goal is to monetize YouTube. If it happens, great, awesome, cool. My goal is the subscribership. To be honest with you, I think there's more money in getting the subscribers. That's where the real power is at. Is how big is your audience?
Yeah, and the monetization part takes a while. There's a lot of boxes to check off there, like views and a certain amount of subscribers and hours watched. That's the hard one, getting those hours fucking watched. My personal YouTube channel didn't get monetized till like 3 months ago. I've been sitting on that channel forever. Like nobody gives a fuck about those videos. Like it just recently, because I started doing collabs with Desi Gatto. She has like 1 million fucking followers. My views went up and I was able to get the monetization from that. But before that, I was sitting on that for fucking ever. I stopped paying attention to YouTube.
But the thing is with YouTube, if you could base an audience on a subscriber, like every subscriber is worth like $5. You know, so if and that's a real stat. Like every subscriber on YouTube is worth about $5. This is if you're listening out there, this is a gold medal enough information to give you. If you can get 50,000 subscribers, you're worth about $150,000 on your, you know, and a content page that you can start really analyzing and breaking down what your advertising platform is worth at that point. Imagine if you're Kim Kardashian with a YouTube page, like she has more advertising power than the Super Bowl. If you really think of it, she can charge whatever she wants for her to say a word. So the real money is not in the monetization of YouTube; it's in the subscribers. You know,
and then now YouTube has so many other things. Like you can do the private videos for members. Like you could have a membership part of your page where they get like extra videos that like no one else gets or whatever. You could do
like a Patreon.
Yeah, kind of like you can do. You know, you could post 30 minutes of a podcast on YouTube and then the full hour for your subscribers, like for your paid members or whatever they call it. And there's a lot of people that will do that. Like I know a lot of girls that'll post a video, leave it up for like 20 minutes, get people watching that shit, switch it to members only mode, and then people are like, what the fuck? And then they'll go pay to watch it, become a member.
Damn, son. So how far are you away from that?
I mean, I have the member thing. I just like I don't care.
Yo, come on. Yo, the first rock is free, homie. The first crack.
No, you know what it is? No, like straight up, the last like year, 2 years of my life, I've been like battling with this autoimmune shit and whatever for so fucking long that I have like no energy to do the shit that I want to do. What I love to fucking wake up every day and get ready and fucking create content and go to the gym and create more content there and come home and stream and do this and Twitch and bam, 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 bam. Yeah, I would love to. There are days that I am in so much fucking pain that I'm like, no. When you text me today, like, give me an extra 45 minutes, I was like, fuck yes. Yes, like
yeah, I have,
bro.
But I mean, I have an actual career, so like I started getting
but like straight up, like I haven't worked to the capacity where I would love to in a really long time because I've just been like exhausted, man, and like sometimes I just feel like fucking shit. Like it is what it is. I feel like shit, and people are like, "You're never live." I'm like, "Yo, my body hurts." Like my stomach, my ribs, my neck, my fucking ears. Like I'm in pain all the time. That shit is exhausting to always constantly feel like an ache, like a serious pain somewhere. Like, fuck, you know? I mean, I make time for shoots and, you know, I still put out my YouTube content. Right now, I have scheduled YouTube videos until the end of fucking December. I don't got to look at YouTube till fucking New Year. Like, but, you know, I would love to do more and like shoot more and film more and whatever, but it's like I think about it, I'm like, fuck, it's a lot.
I hear you. So. All right. Well, I'm gonna let you go because I'm in pain and I got other shit I gotta do. I hope you feel better.
I mean, I'm trying, you know.
Okay, let's end it on a positive note. I'm in pain. I gotta go, bro.
Everything hurts. Fuck off.
Go be in pain on your own time. Bro, I'm in pain too. You know why? Because I'm 46 now. So like I'm in fucking pain all the time.
Doesn't getting old, like you don't realize until like you wake up and you're like, why does my back hurt? And you're like, oh yeah, I'm in my 40s. Like
no. So you know, my knee's been hurting me a lot. I'm in the gym like a motherfucker. My knee's been hurting me a lot. And so I'm going to see a specialist for my knee. Somebody the other day asked me, yo, why are you limping? And I just said 46. Like, that was the answer. It was like, I'm just fucking old, bro. Like, leave me alone.
Age, fuck up, yeah.
Yeah, shut up. I'm 46.
Oh my, like when I have photo shoots, right? The whole time you're on your tiptoes or you're in heels and you're arching your back and you're looking over one shoulder or the other shoulder, whatever. My last shoot, I was like, damn, I'm like, I'm kind of sore, whatever. The next day I had physical therapy and my girl was like rubbing that side of my back. And she goes, were you turning to this side? I go, yeah, it's my good side. And she's like, bro, your back on this side is so fucking tight. And I was like, yeah, it hurts like hell. I woke up like, why are my ribs hurting? What the fuck? No, it was just my weight from like the whole day on tippy toes, calves on fire, lower back. I'm like, nah, fuck. I'm gonna have to. We need clones at this point. Fuck it. An AI clone of me. Send that bitch to the shoots.
No, we don't need another Vanny. We definitely don't need another me. I can tell you that right now.
What about like a quiet one that just shoots?
Just shoots. Just a quiet me that's impossible.
Yeah.
Shut up.
A quiet version of us that just shows up to work and just does their job, and then that's it.
Oh, if I could clone myself, it'd be fucking ill. Like, I'd be a monster because I'm already a monster. I feel, I got off nicotine and I'm off nicotine and I'm barely drinking anymore, and I feel like I'm on Adderall. Like, I'm like, my life is so fucking hyper focused now, and I'm not on anything, which is great. But
were you vaping or smoking cigarettes?
I mean, I used to smoke a lot of cigarettes, and I started vaping, and then I got off the vape, and then after I got off the vape, it was like my life just improved. The second nicotine got out of my system, I was like, and now I realized if I could just make myself double, if I could just double myself, I would be incredible. So it's why I don't have an assistant, honestly. Like I've been told a million times I need an assistant, and I'm like, I just don't know anybody who's gonna work as hard as me. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, I get that.
Or it's gonna keep up with my schedule, because like, being my assistant, I'm calling you at all hours of the day. I don't stop. I go to sleep at 1 a.m. I'm up at 6 a.m. I'm working out. I'm grinding. I'm going hard on everything.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, you don't do none of that shit. Hey, listen,
I wake up without an alarm, go to the gym when I'm good damn fucking ready, and then I work later on.
Good for you. Yeah. Good for you. See, there you go.
Our lives are awesome.
Can't wait. Hey man, look at us.
I know, right?
Well, I'm gonna log off, baby. I gotta get back to another meeting. So I love you. Thank you for doing this.
Love you, of course. Send me all this.
I know. I got you. Don't worry.
Bye, guys.